Testing, testing, testing the audio, testing the audio. Testing, testing, good. Testing, 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 testing.
At Service FM, we know every workplace is different. Every challenge is unique. That's why we personalise our services to our customers' different needs across different industries. From medical to mining and manufacturing, hospitality to healthcare, commercial to defence. So when you need to create a better work environment, you need Service FM. Proud partner with Football South Australia.
Adelaide wakes up with 5AA, David Penberthy and Will Goodings, Tom Wren for sport, Jade Robran on the scene as it happens, Jess Adamson with the news that matters to Adelaide, Breakfast with David and Will, bringing together the names you trust with everything you need to know to start your day. Always live, always local and only on 5AA, always Adelaide.
As you heard there, welcome back here to the Apex Steel Women's National Premier League Round 3 fixture, where the home side Adelaide Comets FC are hosting the newly promoted Modbury Vista Football Club here at or known as LJ Hookham Island and Sports Park. Perfect conditions tonight for today's game, and a couple of changes to the lineups as they come out on field as well. Start with the away side, Modbury Vista. Number 1 in goals, Abby Lucas. Number 4, Emily Gale. Number 5, the captain, Ella Smith. Number 6, Caitlin Williams. Number 8, Inez Ferreira. Number 11, Georgia Dearden. Number 13, Vanessa Reid. Number 14, Ariana Mondiri. Number 20, Tia Shinakis. Number 21, Sophie Leshinsky. Number 23, Mina Nishitani. For the home side tonight, the Comets make a couple of changes themselves. The captain, Elena Sparoulis. Number 5, Joanna Katsabas. Number 6, Izzy Nottridge. Number 8, Chrissy Panagaris. Number 9, Anastasia Willoughby. Number 10, Georgie Nicola. Number 14, Emily Hazelwood. Number 15, Sienna Weston. Number 20, Kylie Pridham. Number 24, Abby Middleton. And the goalkeeper, Masuzu Ito. Looking through those lineups as well, we do notice a couple of changes from both sides, namely for the home side, a couple of major ins for them as well. Joanna Katsabas on the bench last week makes her way into the starting lineup, and the stalwart Georgie Nicola also comes into the starting lineup for the home side. That means that Sophie Tambakis is on the bench, and Vienna Kos is not in the squad altogether, and a couple of new names on the bench as well, including young Chloe Porter, the daughter of the coach here at the Comets, Joel. For the away side, Modbury Vista, they have some major ins themselves as well, with their reigning Golden Boot winner of the Women's State League, Caitlin Williams, making her way back into the team after missing out completely last week. And also Mina Nishitani finds her way into the team as well, the new signing in the off-season. Of course, means that a couple of players have dropped to the bench in Neubauer and Kuzna, while a couple on the bench have missed out completely in Ingram and Smith. Minutes away from kickoff. You can see a lot of atmosphere is building as well. Some of the juniors still training behind us. Some of them in front of us to your right of screen as well. But otherwise, pitch is in great condition. The weather is too. And I'm sure the football is going to be as well. We'll see how these new faces find their way into the lineup as well. They're direct replacements, or we may see a bit of a formation change as well. It's quite noted in the last game I watched with Modbury Vista. They set up in a 3-1-4-2. So interestingly enough to see if that changes this week or if it's much the same. It'll be the away side, Modbury Vista, to kick us off. Well, they're signing Mondiri. Leshinsky. Nicola picks up and Willoughby stumbles over the ball. They just about recover here with Hazelwood.
Hey, press the ball!
Keeps a bit of possession. Obviously the deck is here in great condition and the girls here are playing well. Here's Pridham now, who tries to drive forward. In the middle of the park there by Reed. Now Smith looks forward to Mondiri. Again, from Hazelwood. So getting a lot of the ball here early on. Playing in that midfield role with Alexia play last week as well. Seems like it's a like-to-like replacement. With Katsabas taking Vienna Kos's role on the right wing. And Georgie Nicola finding herself in that midfield where Tambakis was last week. Middleton finds Pridham with a bit of space to run into. Driving forward, looks for Panagaris with a great turn, but again, another player has stepped on the ball here. Maybe that ball's just a bit too grippy at the start of the game. It's nice and clean. And
it's Noddy, tuck over, give a Lennis some cover.
Conditions where it's a little bit windy and the ball might not settle on the deck as well. And the ball cut out there by Middleton. Willoughby looks for the ball forward and
wider, Joe, wider!
Middleton to reset.
Easy!
Sparulus.
Yes, John. Yes,
Looking
John.
forward for
And deliver.
Katsabas. He's sprung the offside track. Excellent touch as well forward. The cross though. Find its way to the back post for Pridham to collect. Uses her body well. Shapes to put a cross in. Cuts back for Willoughby instead with the left foot. Willoughby. Was she tripped on the edge of the box? She's asking a question now. Referee says nothing doing, and Hazelwood goes for the strike. And well there by Lucas. So early start here for the Adelaide Comets. Of course, not in the best of form in comparison to their visitors today, Vista, who are undefeated since the last time they played this one in the pre-season cup round 1. Here's Hazelwood again, who strips her player of the ball. And looking for their target woman there in Modbury. For her first goal for the club last week, late on to savour a point there. Away. That ball cut out there was by Emily Gale. Now Sparulus again springs the offside trap. This time finding Pridham on the left. Kylie Pridham drives inside. Now looking for a pass. Willoughby does well to turn and keep it by playing Sparulus. Starting on the front foot here are the Comets, and I'm sure those at home playing as well would know they probably weren't the favourites coming into this game after their recent form. Of course, they did fix that with an opening win at home here against Adelaide Uni last week, but prior to that, a heavy loss to West Adelaide, a loss in the pre-season cup to Campbelltown, MTC and Metro. So they're just about getting their season underway, and especially doing it at home with some of their home supporters too. So to have a second game here in a row at LJ Hooker and Myland Sports Park, I'm sure they're happy about. Middleton collects that ball over the fence. Flicked on there by Nicola, and now Ferreira come away with it.
Yeah, no, yes.
Nicola.
Go wider, Joe, wider.
Finds Notridge here on the right. Back with Nicola.
Early.
Hazelwood has got the spare woman here on this far right-hand side. Katsabas with time to put a delivery in. It's low. Can't be playing.
Men on.
Cleared by Shinakis. Notridge the ball's only found Ella Smith. Ferreira with the outside of the foot, but it's a bit too heavy. Finding her strike compatriot there in Modbury. Reed flicks on Notridge with a few good wins, and Katsabas tries to keep it alive. Ella Smith shields that out. Keeps for Vista. Smith with a header forward to Nishitani. Hazelwood with another good win, and another. Goes out for a throw-in note on the near side. Nishitani goes early to find Modbury, who can't spin past Sparulus. It'll be a Comets ball, in fact. Header one in the middle of the park there by Gale. Notridge with a long throw. Now Ella Smith here will take this throw in. Modbury, good pass to Ferreira, looks for the 1-2. Modbury's away on the left here. Can she find someone in the middle? Modbury goes for the cross low, and it's cleared that time by Notridge, but some danger there. And it's the new signing here for Vista, who's creating all sorts of problems on this left side at the moment. Nishitani finds the free woman in Ferreira. Dearden there with the win. Looks like she might be playing a bit deeper this week. Found her in the middle of the park last weekend. Now it's Katsabas. Loses out to Smith, and Modbury has time to turn. And one there by Anastasia Willoughby. No foul in the middle of the park. And now Panagaris has stayed on side here, looking for a delivery over the top. It looks like it'll be claimed by Abby Lucas, who cleared that out on the far side. And give me time to introduce my co-commentator for tonight, Sarah Taylor. Late but still here and still arrived and still better than ever. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, but yeah, late. A lot of things going on in Adelaide at the moment, so, but good night for football.
Thank you for joining me as well. Definitely helped me out in my first WNPL game of the year. Been here a couple of times at LJ Hooker and Myland Sports Park, and they always have a good performance ahead of me as well, so I'm hoping for a good game here as well. Two teams that are probably at different ends of the table and different recent fixtures as well and results, so I'm sure both of them are looking for a result.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, like you said, both have had a couple mixed results coming into the season, so yeah, it'll be a tough hit out for both, and both with something to prove.
That's for sure there. In Western, we'll find Georgie Nicola, who's coming to the lineup tonight. Been on the bench the first couple of weeks of the season, dealing with an injury, but she's fit enough to start tonight, and is definitely a big player to come back in the lineup, Sarah, don't you think?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, she was missing in the pre-season cup when we faced them, and yeah, you can definitely tell a bit of an out. I think her and Panagaris work really well together, so probably missing her partner a bit in the last few fixtures.
Here's Weston, finds Hazelwood, great touch in the middle of the park. Unleashes Pridham on that far left side. I think she is offside on this occasion, and they'll pull that back, but I've got to say the young talent coming through the Comets Academy and reserves as well has really stepped up in the last couple of weeks. I mean, they've handed out some debuts to some really young players over here as well.
Yeah, and I mean, it's just a credit to them and how they're working with their junior girls for the seasons. Not many clubs can say they're offering heaps of opportunities for all their younger 15s, 14s that are coming through. So it's a big statement for them to be having debut players at such young ages.
Another one who's come in for Vista tonight, Caitlin Williams, scored so many goals over the past couple seasons in the WSL. She's got another chance in the WNPL now, and she was missing last week, and they probably did really miss her in that draw they secured, and hasn't scored yet. Oh no, she scored in the first round, sorry. But hasn't scored in the last couple of weeks at least, and could be another big in for them as well, who they have some good strikers in their team as well. Modbury opened their account last week, as did Ella Smith, but they've got to be relying on a couple of other players besides her this season.
Yeah, of course, and I think I was there for the first game of the season, and watching Caitlin, she really did contribute a lot down the wing for them as well. Obviously scoring a goal, but just being involved in play and being that tough player. I mean, you would expect that from a State League Golden Boot from last year, so yeah, plenty of good things to come out of her as well.
All good things come out. The stalwart and Ella Smith here, who picks up that and has the strike as well. With the first action of the day for the new Comets goalkeeper here, and Ito as well. She came in last week for her debut, taking the reins from Madison Merlino. It's another young goalkeeper as well. And they've obviously picked her up from overseas, and I think Seb was telling me she had a rugby background, so I'm sure she knows a thing or two about keeping the ball out of the net and good things with her hands. And here we go. Now it's Pridham on the far left, who can't catch that one, but it's a big statement to bring a Visa goalkeeper in midway through the season, and in round 2 gets the start ahead of their regular.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, obviously they've done their research and they would know that they can back her as well. But Molino's just as good. So, I mean, now they know they have a lot of security in that position in goalkeepers. So, I mean, it's a great thing for Comets.
You always want competition as well, and you don't always see that goalkeepers getting a chance as well. So to see more new goalkeepers coming into the league is always a happy thing to see, and especially young goalkeepers as well getting a chance as well in the top flight.
Yeah, 100%. And it's such a specialised position that it's always hard. And, like you were saying, you don't see a lot of competition, I guess, all the time between goalkeepers. A lot of the times, you might not need to use your reserve. So having someone who's so, I guess, talented in that position being on the bench just shows you that, both girls would be working hard to get that number 1 spot, and you're probably getting the best out of your goalkeepers. Of
course, I did mention earlier in the broadcast as well, the last time Modbury Vista lost, recently at least, was the first game of the pre-season cup against the Adelaide Comets And since then, they've been on an undefeated run to start their season in the WNPL. It's got to be something to build off of, especially after the previous experiences in the WNPL.
Yeah, 100%. And I mean, the girls are looking pretty comfortable watching them the last few, and they've really been building week by week. And then knowing that, you know, it's going to take those points, even if it's a draw at the moment, but the points are what matters at the end of the season. So, I mean, but definitely be looking to get 3 by the end of today.
Yeah, Nishitani now will take charge of this set piece. Goes short. And I think it's gone straight out. That's a set piece routine. I'm sure they're going to have to try a couple more times. She's obviously come in tonight, into the lineup tonight. She wasn't in the squad at all last week, so it must have been another injury. But a new signing for Modbury Vista as well this season, and a very experienced WNPL player in that.
Yeah, of course. And her set pieces are usually pretty solid as well. Like, she's usually one that can, I'm pretty sure, use left and right foot. So it was a bit surprising to see her go short when you've got the likes of Ness Reed and Modbury up front. But, you know, testing the waters, so that's good.
Pridham will latch onto that one and try and take it past Shinakis there on the far side. Now back with Weston. Just caught in 2 minds there. 2 experienced players there, Nicola and Panagaris. Looked like they were going to latch onto it, but Lucas was there to claim.
Stay, Joe, stay. Win.
So as we see the team's formations come out going into the game, it looks like Modbury Vista going with a regular 4-3-3. I was looking at their game last week, and it looked like they played with a 3 at the back system as Panagaris looks to put a delivery in. Pridham does meet it, but not with something strong enough. But it's interesting enough to see. You don't really see too many 3-back formations these days, especially in the WNPL. But with the players they have, Modbury Vista, they've got so much talent up front. You've got to be some way to fit more attackers in.
Yeah, 100%. And I think they did it the first game as well, and I think they have the ability to change their formation throughout the game, which I'm sure they probably will do once, you know, if they score, they'll probably look to set themselves up a bit more defensively. But like you said, they have such strong forwards that it'd be silly not to utilise them. And like with Ella Smith, she's really good as a wing back and plays defensively and so strong forward as well.
She had another break in play there. It was Georgie Nicola again picking off the press at the front from the goal kick. Couldn't find a partner in crime in the box, but it's good signs early from the Comets here. They've been probably on top most of the game. Another ball in back post. Nicola is there this time to meet it. Unfortunately can't find the target, but seems to be putting deliveries in the box. Has a plenty at the moment.
Yeah, just inching that bit closer each time. I mean, as we can see down here, Joel getting a bit stressed, or not stressed, but just passionate about that the girls are close enough to getting the goals, and once one goes away, you know, it puts the girls in a better energy moving forward.
Another win there by Willoughby. Looked to be played in behind there by Hazelwood. Pridham still going. Now it's Willoughby top of the box. Looking for a strike. Beaten out that time by Shinakis, who will take Vista forward. Mondira using her body well. Hazelwood now in behind, but again, in the way that time was Dearden. Baroulis, that's a turnover. 3v2 at the back here now. Mondiri's in behind on the right. She can find Nishitani at the far post. She looks for her as well. Meaning Nishitani. A massive opportunity there for Vista on the break, and maybe that's what you get after not playing for a couple of weeks.
Yeah. I mean, we're just saying, like, Comets trying to put one away, but, I mean, it can change the game completely for Modbury if they put one away. So, I mean, it's a very unfortunate chance for me to miss there.
But a good break from Vista, and you can see how dangerous they are in attack, and they don't need a slow build-up move. They could just have a couple of passes and they're in behind. Good pick off there by Mondiri, and she did the unselfish thing and trying to find someone at the top of the box, but Nishitani probably wasn't expecting it and had her shot go off target.
Yeah, I'm sure she won't be allowing herself to miss another one like that, but...
Here's Middleton with the left flank at her mercy. But is beaten to it now, Mondiri. Again in behind. Williams looked for Nishitani again that time, and she probably had a bit more time to go further herself. Nicola, great ball to Pridham. Her touch, though, is behind her, and to the dismay of their coach there, and Joel Porter, you can probably hear on the broadcasters. Could see that pass a mile away, but the touch just was not there, and now a slow back pass has led them to be under a bit of pressure at the back. Baroulis with a great ball. Could hear that one coming from a mile away. Panagaris goes with a strike early and just about claims that one, Abby Lucas, in between her knees. You could see that one was telegraphed from a mile away. You could probably hear it up here as well, the instruction there from the coach.
Yeah, and Comets have played with each other long enough to know that that ball's coming in. And the same goes, I mean, we just saw the one with Pridham, just slightly mistouched backwards instead, but, you know, they're on for those killer balls each time.
Notridge with another great ball to Panagara. She's 2v1 by herself at the back here. She takes the strike, and can't blame her after you saw the keeper off the line, and especially with her form as well in front of goals. But fortunately on that occasion, can't trouble the goalkeeper.
Yeah, Chrissy's such an experienced striker. She knows to keep an eye on where the goalkeeper is at all times, but I think the wind picked it up a little bit as well. We're seeing it blow a bit towards us, getting a bit spin.
We've seen some fantastic goals over the last couple of weeks in the WNPL and in the NPL men's, and we do see about one or two a season from the halfway line and chipping goalkeepers, so wouldn't be surprised if we see one today. Here's Mondiri now with time and space in the top of the box. Looks for the 1-2. Notridge is in the way. Nicola finds Hazelwood with time to turn. Looks for Pridham.
Yeah, start again. Wider, Noddy, wider and higher. And higher.
Of course, there's a couple of other kickoffs around the grounds happening as well in different leagues and in this one. Give you some updates to them when they come through, but of course Flinders and Bacala women kicked off at the same time as this fixture, and then later tonight at 8:15 Salisbury Inter women versus West Adelaide women. The match of the round there at Service FM Stadium with fantastic live stream prepared as well. That's going to be a massive game. Do you expect much of that one? Do you expect it's going to be a title decider maybe?
Yeah, I mean at this point of the season, anything goes. Like, the points coming in are critical, especially with mid-season windows. You know, never know what kind of team you're going to be facing towards the end of the season. So, I mean, with both Salisbury and West being in form at the moment, they'd really be looking to get the points over one another.
Bit of indecision there at the back for Vista, as Abby Lucas can claim. But very important, and of course, looking at the scores now, West Torrens Bacala women have gone 1-0 up in that game against Flinders. Important for those two teams as well. Haven't started the season the brightest of sparks, especially Flinders, but for Bacala, another win will be very important to their season. Here's Katsabas trying to drive forward. Willoughby struggling in the middle of the box. She'll win the free kick as well.
Yes.
It's in a dangerous spot as well. Do you expect a shot from here or maybe a cross?
I reckon we could look for... I mean, spoke too slow.
And Katsabas was too slow with her touch there, as well as Smith stripped her of the ball. Now Sparoulis with time and patience to find an option. That's a better touch from Katsabas. Another launch there from Sparoulis. On that occasion, it had a bit too much pepper on it, and Lucas will claim again.
Yes, Georgie! Just in case it comes in here, Em. Yeah.
Here's Reed in the middle of the park. Back to Lashinsky. And this is a better play from Vista until the last moment as Gable's pass. Can't find a teammate. Still driving forward now. Stopped in the middle of the park by Weston, and great spin by Reed. Notridge and Katsabas with a bit of a rotation there. Lucas now does well to clear and almost find the pass there for Williams. She'll do well to keep this alive. She does. Now it's time to drive forward. Dearden's pass to Smith. And now they're overloaded on the left side here. Nishitani drives at Notridge. She's got the overlap in Smith now. She'll use her. Smith now for the delivery. Deflected out. There'll be another corner.
Hopefully a bit better delivery on this one. They'll be looking to make up for the last out.
That's for sure as well. And again, we can see how dangerous Robbie Vista can be from the break there, as they had another chance here on the left, overlapping and overloaded as well. Didn't get time to put the delivery in, but Nishitani, as you said, will go with the right foot this time for a delivery. Again, maybe looking for that short one as the player comes off the front post. She'll launch it long, far post. Williams is there. So is Lashinsky, and it's claimed there by Ito. And a couple of players down in the box there. I'm not sure if that was in effect from the shot or something after, but it's Williams who's just limping out of that challenge, and Ito is contested there by Mondiri, and I'm surprised that's not a booking, because usually getting in the way of a goalkeeper's long kick is definitely not suggested.
No.
And we'll keep an eye on this one as well, as Williams is limping out of that challenge, and we did say she only came back in the lineup after missing out last week. I'm not sure if that was due to an injury or not, but hopefully it's not in that region, as Panagaris is now down with something. I'm not sure if she's injured her head, actually, and Lucas will claim that one. It looks like she's also struggling out there, Panagaris.
Yeah, I'm not sure if she just got a bit of a push in the back there when the ball was dropping, but hopefully nothing too serious.
Here's Dearden. Take it out of the box. Nishitani and Dearden will link up and go down this left again, and Mondiri didn't predict it, as Spiroulis will let that go back to our goalkeeper. About 25 minutes into this clash. Would you say Comets are the better of the two sides so far, have shown a bit more in front of goals?
Yeah, I think they've had many chances at the moment. Still playing those good balls in for their attacks. Where we've seen Modbury kind of just slip through on the counters a few times, which has also been looking very dangerous. But overall chances, Comets would probably be having more at the moment.
Smith. She looks long. He's Woods there, but so is Vanessa Reed. A good ball in front of Katsabas to chase. She's got Smith on her back. Katsabas. She can't keep that one alive, and she clears it as well to make sure that there's no quick throw-ins there. Smith. Notridge wins out, and Nicola goes in strongly there. Willoughby will look to switch. She puts it in between two players. And now Caitlin Williams will keep that alive. But I'm not sure if that was a strike on goal or just to get a toe to it. But in either case, no danger for the goalkeeper. Here's Weston. Looks for Middleton. Reed with a good win there. She's going to get it back as well, and she finds it back to Ferreira as well. She's going to look to strike. Maybe it was an intended cross, but in any case, it was in between the goalkeeper and the defence, and no danger.
Yeah, probably not expecting Modbury to be as close to her as she thought. Yeah, definitely looking to play that cross in, but yeah, just a bit too close.
Great touch there by Katsabas. Her pass has got her in a little bit of danger, and Modbury will give away the foul. But I've noticed that early in this match, Katsabas has got a great first touch and really puts it into her favour every time. So that's something that the Comets have got to use to their advantage as well, and use their young wingers as well as they look to try and find Pridham. Williams. Reed's header. Willoughby to win out on that occasion. Another one to note this season, it looks like Anastasia Willoughby playing deeper in the midfield in the 6th position, as we've normally seen her in the front third. What do you make of that?
Yeah, I mean, it's different because she's definitely strong moving up into the attacking, but she always has a job to do, I guess, on their strength in their midfielders. It looks like she has a bit of a job on Germa at the moment, which is understandable because, I mean, she's a technically gifted player, so you may as well put one of your stronger defenders on her. But yeah, maybe that might be what Comets is missing a little bit up front at the moment, just that final ball and finishing, which we know she can do.
Middleton goes short to Panagaris. And is beaten on that occasion by Shinakis. See the shout there by Joel Porter, but Pridham's got the ball and now looking for a pass. Have a second occasion. That's a great better ball. Nicola's just under that one. Now Smith has got time to clear. Nishitani with 2 to deal with. Good win there by Nottridge. Nicola has got 2 Comets players on this right-hand side. Katsabas back to Nicola. It's a good move. It's a late foul there on Reed, who is down after this one. I'm not sure if there's a twist somewhere here. This doesn't look good, Sarah.
No, not at all. And especially Ness come back from a couple knee injuries, so hopefully it's not as bad as what she's thinking at the moment.
And we see that change as well from Joel Porter, swapping his wingers in Pridham and Katsabas on either side. She's getting to her feet, Vanessa Reed now, but coach from Modbury Vista here has got to be careful with this one. If it's not worth it, there's about 10-15 to the half-time whistle. So,
I mean, yeah, and obviously coming off a big injury beforehand, it's very easy to, be more concerned, even if it's not as serious. But yeah, I'm sure going through her head is just that it's not anything too bad that's going to put her out for a season.
We'll keep an eye on that one as it progresses and see if it's hopefully nothing too. That stays in, I think, on the near park. Just gone out now, but see if she can run that one off, and if it's not as serious as first expected. Smith looks for Modbury, taken by 2 players ahead of her, and now Nottridge will keep this alive. Looks for Pridham. Smith, though, does well. Gale. Leshinsky. Shinakis' pass is soft, and now there's a break for Comets on the left side. Katsabas looks in behind Hazelwood. That's a fantastic ball. Hazelwood, the plays in the centre. But Shinakis does very well there to clear that on the far side. Very long throw there by Shinakis as well. And Modbury sprung the back line here of Comets. She's got not a lot to work with. She's going to have to go herself. Modbury looks for the cross, and in the way was Weston. Done well to recover there after Modbury had a great spin in behind and was taking her back to her goals. What have you made of Modbury this season so far, Sarah? I know she's been a big import signing as well, coming from the college system in America. We always see how good those players often are, and that's why they're at that level.
Yeah, she's a massive threat up front. She's very smart in reading the lines, but also just utilising her body and her strength. But she's also, just a smart player that she doesn't necessarily need to be sprinting onto those runs, but she knows how to break a defence really well.
See that short corner again on the left side, and Nishitani will deliver with her left foot as well. Good header there by Weston. Smith with the strike, and Nottridge's clearance is going to run away from her here. She'll do well to keep it out. And only a throw in. But again, it seems like they are going for this short corner more often than not.
Yeah, and I guess with the wind, it's a bit unpredictable at the moment. You don't want to be kicking it straight out. But yeah, it's a bit surprising that they're looking for the short a bit more. Again, with the strength that they have on set pieces with Vanessa Reid and Mondiri.
Quick snapshot there by Caitlin Williams as it found its way to her feet and go out for a corner. But as you were saying.
Yeah, I just think, watching them in the preseason, they had a lot of success off of their set pieces. So yeah, it's a bit surprising to see them looking for the short a bit more.
Smith now in charge of this set piece. That's a better delivery. Far post. Header there by Lashinsky off the line, I think, by Hazelwood. Now Panagaris will have to turn, and Willoughby's there to support. Looks like she might get there, but Shinakis has been everywhere tonight. She wins out again. And I think will win that throw-in as well. But she's been a standout so far in this first half, especially defensively against these young wingers of the Comets. And I'm not sure if that swap of wingers from Comets was due to her being so successful against Pridham, or if they just wanted to try something different. But she's definitely been one to watch so far.
Yeah, of course, and I think, like you said, Katsabas has been having a really good game. So, maybe Joel's identified that, Pridham was getting beat a little bit, so putting Katsabas out there. So I think it's going to be a great challenge between the two of them now.
Looks like Williams has run that out of play on the far side as well, but looked like another dangerous break there from Modbury Vista. Didn't come to fruition. Ito now with the goal kick. Nicola wins that header, and so does Nottridge. Good quick play there, and Pridham will keep for the Comets. Not a lot to play to, but she's still doing well, Pridham. And now finds the pass to Weston. Smith has got under that. Maybe a throw in on the near side, sorry. Nottridge looks long. Willoughby and Williams in the middle of the park. Williams wins out on that occasion. Can't find a pass this time, Shinakis. Now the ball's with their opposite number in Middleton. Willoughby keeps it moving to Sparoulis. That's a good ball in behind. Katsabas has got time to deliver now. She does. The deflected clearance has almost found its way to Hazelwood. Weston does well to win that one. And now Smith under pressure by Nicola, gives the foul. Little push in the back. Referee could see that one a mile away.
They'll definitely be looking to get themselves set up, knowing how dangerous Vista are on the counters at the moment. So, a tactical foul for sure.
Vanessa Reid recovers well and finds a ball in behind to it. Both of her strikers seems like she's recovered well as well. After that knock in the first half, and now Nottridge is down. Dearden, great challenge. Again, a great spin there by Reid, using her body so well so far in this first half. Nishitani. Reid looking for that ball in behind. Williams didn't make it, and now she's demanding that of it. Now they'll be able to get forward.
Yes, John!
Leshinsky looking forward. Ferreira. The deft flick maybe. Mondiri again in behind with Saroulis. Not much to work with. Still going Mondiri, looking for a cross, and Saroulis now gets a foot in. Great battle out there on the far side, and it looks like it's going to be won by Mondiri, but Willoughby will get the touch. And out for a throw-in.
Lottie, be ready!
Goal kick for the home side. About 5 minutes till the break, it seems. Not really any team has been on the front foot. I'd say it's evened out about now, with especially some of the counters from Modbury Vista. But if you're the home side in Adelaide Comets playing up against a hotly favoured Modbury Vista team, you've got to be happy going into the break like this if it stays the same.
Yeah, 100%. But I think, either of them will be a bit frustrated that their chances haven't come off. There's been a few good ones for both sides. So, I mean, hopefully the chat in the break really pushes the girls to come out full force in the second half.
Seems like the dangers are on the wings of both sides. We've seen a lot of Pridham and Katsabas, as well as Nishitani and Williams. So in the middle of the park, it's really clogging up at the moment. We see another attempted through ball there, not find its target, but they're finding some joy out on the wing here, and they've got to be a bit better with them and make some chances. Here's Reed in the middle of the park. Just about finds a pass to Leshinsky. Gale. Again, looking out wide that time, but it was picked off there by Middleton, who read that occasion.
Yes, Anna! Pull for it!
Ito. Picked out by Nishitani. Mondiri looks to flick in behind. Saroulis with the ball back to her goalkeeper, and it's a good clearance out here on the wide. And Pridham keeps it alive as well. Dearden looking forward again to find Nishitani. Saroulis' clearance has found Nicola, and I think there might be an offside call there by Dearden. Sorry, Ferreira, who may have come from the offside position to contest that ball. So back in the defence of the Comets. Looks like there's an equaliser there at Flinders as well against Burkalla. 1-1 there, 5 minutes from the break as well. Interesting clash. Good flick there by Willoughby, but Comets player couldn't find the end of it. Reed again with a big win in the middle of the park. Mondiri will find Reed again. Does well under the pressure. Nicola plays in behind. Panagaris has been waiting for this chance all half. Panagaris in behind. Takes the strike and goes near post, when maybe the far post was calling her name.
Yeah, she took it just that little bit too wide and took herself a bit off centre. I think definitely running forward rather than running into the goals. Which, yeah, I mean, Abby Lucas definitely had that post covered, so it's a tough one.
Big chance again on the break is where it seems like most of these chances have been happening today, but again, it's those two linking up in Nicola and Panagaris. But on that occasion, the leading markswoman in this league couldn't find the net. Here's Dearden. Nottridge does well. So does Willoughby. Weston Looking long again. There was 2 Comets players there, but again picked out by Shanakis. Been my standout this half so far. Seems to be stopping most of Comets' attacks. This time she's out of position as Katsabas is going down that left side. Drives inside and now looking for an option. Middleton will help her out. Now she's in trouble. Finds Willoughby. Back to Hazelwood. This is a good move from Comets. Still Hazelwood. Deflected. How's the spin going to go? And Ella Smith will clear it back into where the danger is. And now Vista will come clear. Loose touch there by Reed. And Nicola will find the overlap. Notridge goes long. And as the coach is saying, take your time there. And that just falls into Abby Lucas' hands.
Yeah, definitely don't think that one was a shot there. I think, yeah, the wind definitely picked it up. Was probably looking in for the cross for Hazelwood and Panagaris there.
Saroulis with a loose pass. And now they're in trouble. Ferreira's in behind with Weston. Ferreira still battling out. The goalkeeper's come. And she's claimed under a lot of pressure there. Again, it seems like Saroulis' position in the middle of the park there is very important. If she doesn't win her battles, then they're in behind and at the back line of the Comets. Notridge to Pridham. Again, Ella Smith is in the way. Saroulis. Again, more good football here from the Comets, and that pass is just about going to stay in, it seems, and they've got players to chase it now. Dearden, her clearance is in a dangerous position. And back with Lucas, who opts not to use her hands. Panagaris with a big swing. Hazelwood, that's a good ball. Pridham, away on the right. Looks for the cross. In the way, Vista, again, fantastic work defensively to deal with the pressure, but they're not done yet. The Comets, Willoughby. Still Willoughby, she finds Pridham. Isolates Ella Smith on this left side. Still going Pridham. And she got a bit of space, goes in behind. Maybe a 1-2 there. Willoughby takes her time to put a delivery in, far post. Good claim there by Lucas, and great defending as well there from Robbie Vista to alleviate the danger.
Yeah, for sure, they're really just making sure they're stacking those numbers behind those plays, and it's proving really effective for them.
Here's Mondiri, who's proven quite effective on the counter, and now she's got time to take on the Comets team. Mondiri, great challenge from Nicola, still alive. Hazelwood can't deal with her either. Williams with time on the right. She's got Mondiri free on the top of the box. Still going Williams though. Puts the delivery in and still alive. The goalkeeper chooses not to claim that one, and now Notridge has got 3 Vista players to deal with, and they've all gone to the one player. If Pridham's touch could have worked there, it would have been a very big overload on this right side. Good win there by Gale. Good head there by Pridham, and now Reed's got the pressure of Panagaris. Nishitani. This is a nice move on the left, but read that time by Willoughby. Great touch. Nicola spins out of danger. Pridham, she's got 2 to deal with. Getting held onto and couldn't find a pass forward to Katsabas. Here's Lashinsky. Hazelwood looking behind, and Panagaris has left up for someone behind her, but there was no one there. And Vista will come away.
Yes, got it, yes. Keep going.
Dearden, Reed picked off, and a late challenge there on Nicola. I'm not sure if the referee has seen that one, but it's a very dangerous challenge here on the near side, and very late as well. He'll blow the half-time whistle instead, and that brings a close at the half-time of two proceedings. It's 0-0 here, and we'll see how that injury pans out in the second half. But what did you make of that half, Sarah?
Yeah, I think Modbury would be happy to be at 0-0 at the moment. Coming up against a side like Comets, who have been playing with each other for a few years now and proving themselves strong in the competition. I think, yeah, Comets would be a bit frustrated with the chances that they've taken and just haven't come off just yet. So I think both teams have plenty to work for in the second half.
Thank you for joining us in that first half. We'll see you in the second half after a short break.
At Service FM, we know every workplace is different. Every challenge is unique. That's why we personalise our services to our customers' different needs across different industries. From medical to mining and manufacturing, hospitality to healthcare, commercial to defence. So when you need to create a better work environment, you need Service FM. Proud partner with Football South Australia.
Adelaide wakes up with 5AA, David Penberthy and Will Goodings. Tom Wren for sport. Jade Robran on the scene as it happens. Jess Adamson with the news that matters to Adelaide. Breakfast with David and Will, bringing together the names you trust with everything you need to know to start your day. Always live, always local, and only on 5AA. Always Adelaide.
For over 25 years, HPG Homes have been helping South Australians build and own their dream home. Whether it's a house and land package, custom build or development, our HPG fixed price guarantee ensures no nasty surprises or price changes along the way. We're committed to quality, affordability and creating a way of life for you and your family. Fixed price turnkey. It's gotta be HPG. HPG Homes.
Welcome, football fans, one and all, to the 2025 RAA NPLSA Grand Final, a night where history beckons. Under the lights here tonight, one team will end their years of wait and finally add another elusive star upon their crest, while the other will face heartbreak and their dreams of glory will have to wait yet another year. It's the Metro Stars Soccer Club facing up against Croydon Football Club. And we're underway here. We have a lift-off in the 2025 RAA NPLSA Grand Final. You can hear the noise already.
Success in this game. Hopefully for him that changes tonight.
First corner of the day by Michael Chidini. Near post. Walls with the header. And it's a great save from Daniel Margosh near to his post on the right there. But it's the first chance of the day, Mark, and it's a great delivery. Goes again, Chidini looking for that near post. This time it's a Croydon head. Out to Satira with the volley. Not sure if the goalkeeper had sight of that one, but it's just gone past the near post.
Yeah.
Here's Oscar Slattery looking to deliver It's a great ball in as well. Nobody's there for Croydon. And now John will try and clean this up at the back post. John on his left foot, strikes. And deflected out for the first corner for Croydon, Mark. A great delivery there from young Oscar Slattery. Again off the boot of Polly. Celebrated his 150th game this year. Out. Trimboli with a right-footed strike, and that's far and wide. But an early sider there for Croydon and their leading marksman this season, Luca Trimboli. Here's his delivery now, near post. Good defensive header. Still going to come to Hisamoto with a strike on the left. Didn't connect with that one as he would have liked, and goes far over the bar.
Yeah, they know that the fact is they've got the ability to get the ball into play, and this is where they can catch teams out.
That missed header has led it to Chittadini on the edge of the box, has a strike deflected. Porter's there, the goalkeeper is too. I think he might have been offside there, Porter, but Daniel Margosh putting himself in the danger area.
Really does a lot of hard work, and a lot of work that people don't normally see a lot of.
Passio John doing the work to find Klimek free, and now it's Trimboli with a left-footed strike. Caught neatly on the volley there, but he can't find the target mark.
Press a little bit higher, press a little bit harder, and it's proof in the pudding now.
Back to Klimek, first time delivery. Finds all the way out to Styles, who tries to lift it far post for Slattery, wins the header. Trimboli, does he get a second opportunity? He's going to go with his left again. And now John with Nagel. John has the strike. It's just past the far post mark.
Supremacy with that ball and on the park.
Here's Vista back with the ball at his feet to sight for Metro fans to enjoy. Woodfin now finds the free man. Satira puts a ball in. More fantastic work there from young Chris Vivian, getting in the way once again, Mark. And
he's a zip, and we've seen that by the fact that the passing has been fantastic.
That's an excellent ball from Chittadini to his opposing winger in Vista. He's going 1v1, trying to favour it onto that left foot. It is strike. But over the bar, and it's not deflected either, as Vista's trying to claim, but
him in the side.
Playing his 32nd game today. It's also in line with Jackson Walls and his goalkeeper there in Cody Ostrike. And then it's 3 to play all games this season. Now we're in the box with Chittadini, has a strike. It's got not enough power on it as Margush can come, and he may give a word there to... Looks like here's Polly. Great deep delivery. Mapaw's there with a header. It's a great save though. Cody Ostrike down to his right. Push it out for a corner, but...
Another 45, very similar to the first 45. Both teams willing to attack, both teams throwing themselves on the line to defend.
Now McNamara has to deal with this. Hisamoto's going to beat him to the ball. Looks to have a strike, deflected, and it's in, Mark! Into the top right corner, and it's Maya Hisamoto who opens the scoring here in the REA NPLSA final. And what a goal it is, Mark.
We said they've started 100 mile an hour, both teams going for it. Croydon, first team to capitalise. Noel McNamara can't clear his lines. He's gone to hook it out. Trimboli read where he was going to go. Managed to get the block in. It fell kindly to Hisamoto. Then Hisamoto able to get his shot on target.
Came out on the winning side of that occasion. So far in grand finals for Metro, he's not been so lucky. There's another turnover in the middle of the park. Trimboli, his touch is loose, but he beats Gow to the ball. Now he switches it. Excellent vision from Trimboli to find Passio John. He has the strike and it's deflected. And not more great defensive work from wingers. That was Chittadini all the way back. High boot there by Martinelli, but he's going to win the ball. Looks to deliver near post. No touch forthcoming for Croydon.
Up, Ren obviously, then Nagamatsu moved on. Windsor's come in. So when you're playing a side like this, that just allows you the opportunities as well.
Right in the thick of things there with a great touch. Looking for the return by Vissa. Shapes to shoot instead, and maybe that was the wrong option as it skies well over the bar. But a good first introduction there for Owen Windsor. Took the ball down.
Coming off, but I think they'll be on fairly soon, unlike the delay to Owen Windsor when he made his entry due to an issue with the colour of his socks.
Ball comes in and it's a big chance there. Another switcher play by Woodfin. It's excellent to Vissa. He's got to look to put a ball in here. Looks for the cutback instead. It's Chittadini. It's deflected. You're going to see another chance here on the break. Greco has fed Alexander Good. But his shot is deflected out, and there was some good defending there by Metro Stars.
Exactly.
Yeah, they will take him on and look for the pass. He looks for the pass instead. And he spun well there, Windsor. And it's Chittadini with only the goalkeeper to beat. Takes it past him. And he can't find the back of the net. It's cleared off the line there by Vivian, but it's still alive here for Metro. And they'll win in the Shield final as well, so he's a man for the big occasion. And he might be the one to finish things off here tonight, but struggling to clear their lines here at Croydon. Vista trying to find the feet at Windsor. He's in behind, takes it past another one at Windsor. Too close to the goalkeeper, and Croydon will clear, Mark. But they're really pushing up. Can Croydon seal things off here with a second? Delivery into the box. It's dangerous, and it's just over. Additional time.
I was going to say that was just announced around the ground, the 6 minutes, and that's the boos from Croydon side of the grandstand.
D'Angelo's in the box now, looking for a cross, and it's in! It's Woodfin, the hero! The Americans got them back in the clash, Mark, and it's at the death here. He's just nicked into the near post. We said it might have been too late, but it's never too late for the Americans.
No, we always said it might be too late, but Metro have always got the opportunity. You can never write them off. And we thought that was a little bit odd that Woodfin was getting the ball rolling quickly, but it allowed McNamara to swing that ball into the far post. D'Angelo fighting, and we're going to head to extra time by the looks of it.
What a moment for Metro Stars. They're back in this game, and we look like we're heading to extra time, but there's still 5 minutes to play here, Mark. And by all means, there could be more chances. Still in the box, and it's another goal! And it's Andre Cole, the hero for Croydon! We thought it was over, but it's not over, and Croydon look like they're going to go all the way to the win.
We can't say that now. We cannot say that now. We've just seen 2 goals in the space of a minute.
We said he was the man for the big occasions, Andre Cole, and he hasn't had too many this year, but this could be the biggest for him. Goals in grand finals. Who else do you call for but Mr. Andre Cole, Mark?
He's had a rough season. He's just come up and possibly won it for Croydon. Passage on. All the hard work he's put in this whole game. Puts in an absolute delightful ball.
McNamara can clear. Only to Martinello. A slip. Greco. Can he seal it with a third? It's deflected, and it's going to be a corner, Mark. That's another clearance. And the whistle's in the mouth of Regis Quefalek, and your champions for 2025 are Croydon FC. After 8 long years of wait, the crown is finally theirs, and it's going back to Bologna, Mark. It's bedlam there on the pitch. Your 2025 REA NPLSA champions. 6th time champions of SA here. And they're back on top, Croydon. The underdogs tonight, but they're going to be heroes for years.
I think something most people don't realise about being a referee is how rewarding it actually is, and like the amount of friends and mates you make along the way. Like, it's just a really great community. I was really nervous. I just got a random call up and I went out to the ground, but it was really great. Like, I had great support my first game, and it was really good to just be surrounded by people who did support me. I love officiating football because it's really rewarding, and like, it's a great way to be still a part of the game even if you aren't playing. I think my "this is why I do it" moment was last year, this year actually. I made my debut as an A-League official, and just being in front of like a big crowd was really cool to have experience, and it clicked in that moment. I was like, yeah, this is 100% why I do it. I have a great support system like here at FSA behind me. I would 100% say to someone who was thinking of becoming a referee to absolutely just go for it. Like, it's not as scary as you think it might be. Like, it's really good.
Welcome back here to LJ Hooker and Myland Sports Park for the second half of this WNPL Round 3 fixture between the home side, the Comets FC, and the newly promoted Modbury Vista Football Club. We're back out here for the second half. Looks like there's no changes that have been made at the halftime break. And we're still yet to see our first goal in this game, but as the sun sets, I'm sure we're going to see some desperation in the second half. Here is Middleton now, driving forward. This is a lot better as well. Katsabis away on the left. Looks for an option. Drives at Lashinsky. Takes it past her. Katsabis with it outside of the right, and Lucas will calmly claim that one, but again, it looks like it's good to see as well. Vanessa Reed's come out for the second half, Sarah, and looks like that injury has been put behind her.
Yeah, which is great to see. I think, like we were mentioning before, probably coming off of a knee injury prior, you kind of think the worst anytime you get a bit of a knock. So, yeah, great to see her back out.
Here's Nottridge now, facing a goalkeeper and not many options to play. Here's Ito. Weston is chased down by Williams, and now Ito will go long. Here's Shanakis, who was ever so good in that first half and looks to be continuing that form in this second. She's got to deal with Katsabis, who stayed on this far left-hand side for the start of this half. Looks like they've swapped back the wingers for the Comets. Here's Hazelwood. Beaten to it by Gale, who takes it past her now. Looking in behind, Mondiri's there. Looks for the flick, top of the box. Ferreira with the strike, and that time it was past the far post. But again, these quick flicks and counter-attacks from the Vista look like that's the way forward for them.
Yeah, definitely. And I think Ferreira and Mondiri really working together up front there. I mean, kind of just knowing where each other are going to be. So those quick flicks really do work.
Here's Katsabis, who uses her body well to try and take it past Shanakis, and now the Comets will come away with it on the far right. Nottridge. Pridham. Back to Nottridge. And now she sets Pridham off on a race against Dearden on the far side. The youngster drives inside. Nottridge with the delivery now. Panagaris back to Hazelwood. Looking to set for a strike, and it goes for the strike by Hazelwood and just past the far post. But another great effort on goal, Sarah, and they've got a lot of great attackers in this Comets lineup, so it won't be too long before we see one hit the back of the net, hopefully.
Yeah, of course, and I think Comets really coming out strong in this second half. I think, yeah, Hazelwood could have definitely taken it first touch, which I was a bit surprised not to see. But again, still a great shot off at goal.
Here's Mondiri, uses her body well, finds the feet of Williams, who trips over the ball, and now she's got Katsabis to deal with and almost takes out Shanakis in the process of winning that one back. Now she's got in behind Katsabis to deal with. Williams. Good win there by Nicola. But again, Shanakis. If there's a stat for how many tackles she's won today, she's got to be up into the double digits at least.
Yeah, sure, she's had an amazing game so far, and yeah, would be looking to continue it for the second half. Making it really tough for, I mean, both Comets wingers. I mean, we've seen them change multiple times throughout the game, so neither one of them are really getting the better of her at the moment.
Here's Mondiri. Got the better of her defender there with the flick on, and Middleton can only pass that out for a throw-in. Dearden looking for the long throw. I think she's got that in the locker too, so a woman of many talents, and looks like it's going to be back to her now for the set piece. Looks for the pass instead, and a great turn there by Gale. Drives forward, Mondiri looks in behind and in between two players there. Middleton will now clear. Another great throw, and Mondiri takes that out the air, but Willoughby beats her to the ball, and Panagaris' pass cut out by Shanakis again. Launches forward from Middleton. Panagaris to chase with Dearden. She beats her out in the air. Still going Panagaris, but a great challenge in the end, and a almost great touch there by Mondiri. Still in the air. Willoughby over the top. Pridham, as she stayed on side, she hasn't, and unfortunate for the Comets, she was away there one-on-one with the goalkeeper and didn't hold her run in time. Here's Dearden looking for Nishitani. Cerulis. Nicola. And it just gets away from her on that occasion, and to the dismay of their coach as well, Joel Porter here. He's been very animated in this game, Sarah, especially right in front of us.
Yes, definitely. I mean, knowing how good the girls are at finishing their chances, I mean, I'm sure he'd be very frustrated at the moment.
Found in the middle of the park there on Willoughby. Here's Weston looking long, cut out by Williams. And now she'll go 1v1 here. Mondiri versus Cerulis. Now she's got another one to deal with. Still going Mondiri though, and doing well there was Hazelwood coming back to double team Mondiri while she was going towards goal there, but some great defending there from the Comets.
Joe, corner, Joe, where you need to be. Close.
Looks like she's got some direction there by her coach. Diaz. Nishitani to go long to the back post. Goes front post instead, and Cerulis is there to meet it. It's a battle between her and Smith now. Katsabas does well with the dummy, and now she'll look to go forward. Does well with the ball work, but she's outnumbered that time. Ferreira looks in behind, it's deflected. Still Ferreira, top of the box. She finds Kaylin Williams, who goes first time. And finally the Comets clear, but it's only back to another Vista player, and yet again they come away with it. Hazelwood does well. Was she fouled? I think she was. The referee's going to pull it back and maybe have a chat here to Vanessa Reid as well. Looks like there's also the A-League game going on as well between Adelaide United and Western Sydney Wanderers. It's just been equalised there. Luka Jovanovic for Adelaide United. Cerulis. Shinakis. And again, those two play the ball to each other. Gale. Reid. Looks for Shinakis. That's a difficult one to deal with. And they'll be run out on the near side. Middleton looks for a Comets head but can't find it. Williams can with her pass. Ferreira. Mondiri faces up against Weston. Still going Mondiri. Uses her strength to her advantage. Mondiri still! And there's the first goal of the day. It's Ariana Mondiri who takes the claim of that goal. She's gone all the way herself. Used her body to expert production and finds the first goal in this match, Sarah.
Yeah, she's done amazingly well there. Just like we said, a smart player who can make the most out of, being on such tight angles towards goal as well. So you really need to shut her down first off, otherwise she'll be scoring goals.
She was my player to watch in the WNPL this season. Such a talented player and a very good striker as well. Topped some charts there over in American college system as well. And now she's here with her second goal in the competition. And she's got Vista ahead. who are looking for their first win in the WNPL, I think of all time as well, Sarah.
Yeah, I mean, after being up in the WNPL a few years ago, and seeing a lot of draws, they were always competitive, but just couldn't manage to get the 3 points. So I think getting 3 points this year will be a massive goal for them.
Here's a ball looking for a reply. Comets, and a header there by Panagaris, who's found the target, but not with the intended power. Now Comets have got something to chase, of course. They were chasing last week as well, twice against Adelaide Uni. And they managed to come back with a win. This time they're down, and Caitlin Williams is looking at put some more icing on the cake. But on that occasion, she can't find a grey shirt. Great kick forward there. One in the air by Shinakis. Again, one by Shinakis. Now Willoughby finds Hazelwood. That's a better ball. Pridham going 1v1. She finds Panagaris! And she finds the equaliser as well. Mrs. Comets there with the equaliser for their home team here. 10 minutes into the second half, And the game has been lit by both teams. We've seen goals here early in this second half, and now it's game on, Sarah.
Yeah, I think just like we were saying before with Modbury, Panagaris is another player who can get in on those tight angles. And coming out of the first half, I think it was kind of expected that there'd be a few goals this half, knowing that both teams were really pushing for it. And this is really just, ignited a bit for both teams now.
A great goal there from Panagaris, and extends her streak of scoring in successive matches as well. Fairly sure it started all the way in the final series last year, and technically in competitive games it's continued now into the season, into the first 3 rounds. So the Comets now looking to chase this game. Here's Katsabas, who battles out there and wins out against Shinakis. Still going, Katsabas has the strike, and Lucas will claim, but we've really seen this game come alive, Sarah, and I think we're going to see a few more goals in the second half.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, probably the first time Shinakis has been beat so far, and I mean, it cost a chance on goals, so hopefully she can stay in the game. But yeah, both teams really amping it up now, and we'll see a few more goals, but I think we'll see a few more fouls like we just did. So
first booking of the day there going to Ferreira of Modbury Vista. And it now looks like both coaches are having a chat to their coaching staff about maybe some substitutions to inflict more dangers into this game. But it's Pridham who's just stayed down here for the time being. I'm not sure if... I think she maybe got her laces stuck. I think she's got her boot in her hands there, and maybe someone stepped on her boot and she can't get the laces undone.
It's always the worst when you get caught in another person's boots, and it's like, just need a second.
And now they're going to get a set piece in a very dangerous position right in front of their home end here at LJ Hookham Island Sports Park. And they'd love to get a goal and take the lead in this game. Nottridge will be in charge of this delivery. As you can hear, they're looking for the penalty spot. That's where the ball goes. Reed is there to win on the first time. Middleton on the second, and Lucas claims well high into the goals to claw that out.
Yeah, great delivery there by Nottridge, though. Exactly where it was supposed to be. And, I mean, had Abby Lucas been a bit more off balance, it could have been danger for Modbury Vista there.
Now you can hear as well, they've noticed the long throw-in from Shinakis, and now she goes short of all times to prepare for that. Mondiri now has spun Weston. She's got a free person out on the far side. Nishitani takes against Nottridge, and Nottridge does well defensively and might even win this throw-in, or a goal kick in fact, and I think she does.
Modbury really looking for the open player there. I mean, not many people would have saw Nishitani out there on the wing. Probably mainly kind of looking for Ferreira and Williams, so kind of caught Comets a little bit off guard there.
Missed header there by Nishitani. She'll collect this if it comes her way. Pridham does well out against another defender and taken out late as well there by Smith. But they're going to come away with it. Panagaris takes the strike early. Now Katsabas has got to turn and shoot. She tries the back heel and doesn't come off. Willoughby. Panagaris again with a spin. She's got nowhere, and now Smith will come away with it. I think the referee's got to keep that in the back of his mind that there should be a booking back in play here. Mondiri tries to take it past Willoughby, and Willoughby does well with her body. I think she's... Yep, that will be a Vista bowl, and I'm not sure if you remembered that foul on Pridham earlier, but I think Willoughby's there reminding him of that. Or maybe asking for the foul herself, but looks like that's been missed, and now Vista will come away with it.
I think obviously a lot just happening there, but I think it's massive to say that save by Lucas was crucial at that point. It would have really put Comets up on top. That's probably what's causing both teams to battle that bit more, because Comets were just that close to getting one up on Modbury, I think.
Be a very unexpected result if they do pick up the win here, Comets. I mean, they did have the win last week, but this undefeated Vista team are standing up strong at the moment. Here's Hazelwood. She looks in behind, looking for Panagaris again. They're finding her more and more this half, Sarah, and that's what you've got to expect for a leading markswoman in this league.
Yeah, she's a dangerous player. One definitely to keep an eye on. You can't really let her have those chances in front of goals. Otherwise, yeah, majority of the time she's finishing those.
Here's Smith. Her pass picked off by Nicola. Looking for an option. The back heel to Pridham. Doesn't work out. Now Gale. She trips on the ball. Pridham still trying to win it out on that far side. Smith comes in with a strong challenge. Pridham finds the overlapping run. Nottridge with time to deliver. Far post, and Hazelwood could keep this in, but it was a difficult one to deal with as it was bouncing, and we look like we're seeing some movement on the benches here of both sides. And maybe getting ready to see some substitutions in this match. Dearden picked off by Willoughby, and her touch evades her. It'll be Smith who comes away with the ball. Nottridge. Panagaris is going to come and meet this one. Great spin as well, looking for a cross. I think it's deflected out for a corner, but the Comets playing towards their home end are really turning things on. Looks like these subs are going to be ready. I think it might be Marzilli. He's preparing to enter the fray. Hazelwood. Now Comets go short. Has the strike herself, and it's not far away. On the left foot as well, no doubt. Now it looks like we are going to see that substitution for the Comets. And it looks like it's Katsabas will make way here. And she'll be replaced by number 12, Anastasia Marzilli. And it looks like another swap to the wing here, where it looks like Hazelwood has assumed Katsabas' role on the left, and Marzilli has found her way into middle of the park to pair with Nicola.
Yeah, probably a bit more normal to see Hazelwood out wide. It's been a different positioning for her being in the midfield. So I guess just chopping and changing, especially with those younger players, trying to work out what position suits them. But Hazelwood is definitely dangerous down the wing.
Middleton doesn't have to get away from Williams there. You can see the press is stepping up now here from Modbury Vista. Here their coach Diaz as well, demanding more and more of them to try and pick this off at the back. Comets, though, they're playing well. Here's Marzilli, her first touches of the game. She finds a great shot there from Panagaris on the left foot this time. She's warming up now, and she's had a couple on target, and that's the first one off.
Yeah, I think just on what you were saying about Modbury with the press, I mean, we did see them kind of let Comets play around the back a little bit. And maybe that's just to keep the game for 90 minutes, which I think Modbury's still coming into playing at that WNPL 90-minute level. Sometimes you run out of legs in the second half, so maybe that was a tactical move just to ensure that they're getting the best out of all their players for the second half.
Reed and Nicola battling out in the middle of the park, and a backheel pass to Gale there by the experienced Reed. And they're really finding their own, some of these central players from both sides. Here's Williams. Haven't seen too much of her yet in this game. Finds a great pass to Ferreira, though. Can't keep it.
Fine feet. Fine feet. Chrissy, be ready.
Willoughby looks down the line and picks out her coach instead of her teammate. And they'll reset. Mondiri getting pinned there by Weston. She spins past her as well. Mondiri doing expertly well, puts a delivery in, and unfortunately can't find a shirt of her colour. Good spin there, Hazelwood. Middleton spreads the play. Hazelwood, this is better from Comets. Over the top. Great first touch there as well by Pridham. Still has Ella Smith to deal with. Puts the delivery in instead. Panagaris with a header. I think she was offside, but what a great move there from Comets and an excellent delivery by Kylie Pridham.
Yeah, of course, and she was just taking it out wider and wider, so it was kind of unsure if she was going to be able to get that cross in with the press from Ella Smith, but she did really well.
The Comets getting better and better in this game, and better in their season if they can turn this result like they did last week. Vista, though, they've got to hold on. They had some late drama last week, and with about 25 minutes to play, there's a lot less left in this to show something. Here's Mondiri. Shanakis. Better build up here from Vista. Williams. Mondiri, this is nice first time football. Mondiri takes it past Weston. Throws a shoulder as well. Williams looks in behind for Ferreira, but Willoughby's there to chase her down and win the goal kick for her side. Big results elsewhere in the WNPL. West Torrens Bacala now taking a 4-1 lead over Flinders United at the 60th minute mark there, and looks to be a commanding lead in that game. Middleton, her pass, but Panagaris will keep it alive, but her pass forward to Hazelwood was a bit too heavy. Of course, with that win, it stays the same. West Torrens Bacala will go second in the league with their second victory of the season. Little juggle on the head there by Willoughby. Can't keep it alive right in front of us here. Shanakis looked for the feet of Mondiri there, and she'll get another opportunity at it. That time Willoughby beats her out to the ball, and a good sliding challenge there by Nicola as well. Great ball in behind. Williams, no handball called. Dearden will have the strike. Dearden! keep it on target, and I think even the coaching staff here at Vista were getting excited by the shape of that shot.
Yeah. Sorry, no, I was just going to say Ferreira looking dangerous on the edge of the box as well. So yeah, Modbury would definitely be wishing that she probably hit it just that bit harder to catch Comets keeper offside.
I was about to say as well, looks like we are seeing some movement now on the Vista bench. Potentially looking for a substitution themselves now. As you said, that 90 minutes in the WNPL can be very long, especially against some very experienced teams like the reigning champions here, of course, the Comets from last season, so they can finish a game strong, as we saw last week. Here's a ball forward. Marzilli will try and play to Panagaris to chase, and unfortunately they don't connect. Looks like we're about to see that substitution. Looks like it's going to be Lily Horn to make her way on the park. Of course, came on in the 83rd minute last week. She's got a bit more time to work with this week with about 20 minutes to play. First, they've got to deal with a corner here at Vista. It'll be Willoughby's set piece. A lot of numbers on the goalkeeper here. It's a good delivery, far post. Nope, it's not stayed in. And he'll go straight out for a goal kick. I think they're just waiting for the ball to come out in a non-defensive situation before Horn, make her way onto the park. Leshinsky finds the feet of Mondiri, and that's straight into the face there of Hazelwood. Close range as well. I'm sure it was not on purpose, but with the ball travelling at that speed as well, it's definitely not a nice one to cop right in the face.
No, yeah, like you said, especially not at that close range. It's kind of hard because there's not much you can really do other than kind of wait it out and
see a break in play here as well. Still not ready for the substitution, it seems, but they'll be able to take some time out this now and reset, especially seeing as Comets have been probably the better of the teams in this half so far, especially after conceding. They want to get a second early on here, and you can see both captains of the sides, Smith and Sparoulis, bringing their teams in and resettling them. Playing with 10 at the moment, the Comets, and now she can re-enter the fray. Hazelwood, no nosebleed either, which is something you guys got to look out for when you get hit that close, but fortunately for her, she's come out unscathed. Saroulis now looks long. Nicola's there. And now Hazelwood, who's just come back on. She's taken out late there as well, as Lucas has claimed that one, and I think it was Shanakis who's down at the moment. Opts to play on Vista, and they got numbers forward here. The launch is long, looking for Nishitani. She tries to find Mondiri. Saroulis finds Pridham under the pressure, and it looks like Shanakis is slow to her feet here. Pridham back to Nottridge. Nicola, that's a good ball in behind for Panagaris. They'll bounce back to Marzilli. Now Panagaris in behind the defence again. Chrissy Panagaris, she's by herself. She's trying to fancy a shot there, but can't get it out of her feet. Willoughby, she gives away the foul. Tip of the iceberg moment there where they were on the break and looking for another opportunity. Fortunately, the ref has given it the other way. Now I think Well, still not. No substitution. Nishitani comes deep to pick that one up. Now she's looking long for Williams. Shinakis opts out of that one, and Lashinsky with a great touch will find it back to her right fullback. Williams looking forward for Mondiri to chase. Goes all herself at the moment. Mondiri looks for the cutback. Nobody's there. And Willoughby can now play it out to Middleton, who's got Williams to deal with. This is good football from the Comets now. Nicola launches long for Pridham, and that's a tough one to chase. And the move comes to a close there. Another goal in that A-League game as well. Juan Muniz scored in the 45th minute there, just before half-time. Put them 2-1 up against Western Sydney Wanderers. Here's Gale, beaten out that time by Willoughby. Dearden's ball. He's beaten to it by Middleton. Shifted out of that situation was Hazelwood. And Williams now. It's got Shinakis to work with. She looks long, and the deflected clearances fortunately found its way back to Ito. Good spin there by Panagara. She's going to win this ball as well, but Lucas comes out and beats her to the ball and ends that chance for the time being. Nicola now is looking for a compatriot. Far post again. Lashinsky. Marzilli. Didn't know if she was expecting that strike, Sarah, because she looked like she wasn't ready for it, trying to put it into the path of Panagaris, and had the strike herself instead.
Yeah, no, definitely wasn't expecting it. Lucas doing really well again, just to be mindful. I think she had a couple of shots there taken at her, but was there to back it up each time.
Saroulis looking for a launched ball to Pridham, who's making the runs at the moment. But it seems like at the moment Vista being first to every ball since it dropped. Mondiri. Nishitani. Smith with a rare venture forward looking for Williams. Nicola's flick. She'll get another opportunity when she steps up, and Nishitani with a big block there as Pridham was by herself out there on the far right. It looks like, looking at the formations, they might have changed from that 4 at the back to that 3 that we're expecting from the lineups last week. It looks like Ella Smith has ventured more forward. And it looks like it's back to that usual back 3, Sarah.
Yeah, and I think it's a good move, especially considering that they weren't really putting the goals away in the first half, knowing that they have strong forwards. And yeah, they can really utilise the players such as Ella Smith as those wing backs. So, I mean, it's worked for them with a goal already, and yeah, probably more to come.
Now we are going to see that sub, and it's going to be Caitlin Williams to make way in the 78th minute here. And it looks like it's going to be Horn to replace her, so the star striker for the last couple of seasons in the WSL makes way without a goal tonight, Sarah, but we've seen some strong performances from her, and she's getting her way back into this side after missing out from last week.
Yeah, and she should be happy with her performance again, using her strength really well and still helping create those chances down the wing. Not too sure what the injury was, but she didn't look out of place, and yeah, good to see her back in the lineup.
Nishitani on the ball there. It looks like she's going to be beaten out there by Pridham. She looks for the strike forward, and still nothing doing, but the deflected strike here. And they can finally clear Vista. They're struggling to clear their lines at the moment, but that change to the back 3 has really allowed some of the forwards of Comets to get in behind and show a bit of their speed as well in behind that back line. You can even see Anastasia Willoughby getting more forward in this half as she picked that ball up from the throat. Can't turn, and Nicola has got pressure from Horn and wins the ball first on that occasion. Panagaris coming from an offside position, says the far assistant referee.
Yeah, it kind of looks like Willoughby not having to do as much of a job marking up Ferreira in the second half. I think first half it was a bit of a battle between the two. Maybe it was a man marking situation, but yeah, it looks like Willoughby's moved much higher onto the park, which may be leading to those stronger chances.
Panagaris looking in behind for Hazelwood. Again, Shanakis was there, but we'll see how this pans out. It looks like it was, for the moment there, Willoughby in the more attacking role and Nicola in the more defensive, but looks like they're rotating a bit at the moment. We are going to see another sub here for the Comets. And it's going to be Nicola, who's just come back in the lineup, is going to make her way off to the park as well. Getting some strong minutes today, 80 minutes, almost the full game, and now it's Alicia Rose's turn to create some attacking threat. Mondiri with 2 to deal with, and doesn't come out. It looks like she's limping a little bit after that one as well. Here's Marzilli. Shanakis still going with Marzilli there. And she'll get the foot in, and what a touch there by Hazelwood. Behind her back, Scorpion style. Can't keep it alive there for the Comets. And with 10 minutes to go, both sides looking for a winner here and using the bench as well. Here's Hazelwood. Horn. Ferreira. We can't find a Vista striker. Saroulis will find Nottridge. Both sides really pushing here with less than 10 to play. Nishitani can't keep that alive, and Saroulis will keep it ticking for the Comets. Rose there finds her first touch of the ball. And she'll get another here. And finds Pridham. Pridham switches the play. Marzilli, there's a free player on the left here, and Hazelwood opts to go again to Panagaris instead. She's looking to return it far post. Hazelwood's there, and there's the goal! Emily Hazelwood at the far post, and this time it's Panagaris the provider. A late goal in this game, 82nd minute. You could hear Joel Porter trying to call that one himself. He saw the play at the far post, and fortunately so did his striker there in Panagaris. They've got the lead now, Comets, 2-1 in this game, Sarah.
Yeah, moving the ball around there. I mean, like we said, we probably saw Hazelwood as the first option. Went out to Chrissy Panagaris, who crossed it in nicely for Hazelwood in the end there. So, yeah, it's the build-up of play that Comets have really been looking for this second half.
And you can see how much more confidence the attackers in the Comets are getting. Now that Vista went back to that back three, you can see how they starting this kickoff that they look like they've dropped Ella Smith down a bit further. And maybe looking to consolidate, maybe nick and equalise as they did late last week. But at the moment, all guns blazing at the moment at the front for the Comets. And they're looking from two here at home at LJ Hooker Milan Sports Park. Marzilli finds Rose.
I think we can already see Modbury transitioning back into that back four a little bit now. I guess try to keep Comets from getting another one up on them, because it's working for Comets. They're playing that ball through. They know where each other are going to be, and it's a credit to Joel. I mean, we're seeing the movement of the players going from wing to through the midfield, and yeah, it's a credit to what he's done with the players.
Picked out by Nottridge that time. Nishitani battling out with Pridham. She'll find Mondiri, who's always a danger. Can't leave her any space, no matter what minute the game is in. And you can see the desperation now coming from the Comets coach in Porter. Knows how important this game and this result would be if it stays the same. Would push them into the top 5 as well for the time being while results play out tonight and tomorrow. But it'll be a much better start than probably what they expected after opening day loss to West Adelaide. Leshinsky can't find a pass forward. Middleton can only clear. Marzilli, her pass is behind Hazelwood. Now it seems like the intensity's picked up. A lot of players pushing and shoving about and trying to get throw-in started quicker. Reed with a missed cue there, and Rose again winning a big challenge in the middle of the park. Panagaris can't do much to do there, and Shanakis with a clearance that doesn't find a teammate. And now they're calling for a couple of fouls here, but the referee's doing the right thing, letting the game play out, and not slowing it down at a tough moment. Panagaris tries to turn Shanakis and does. Panagaris still going herself. Now she finds the pass. Pridham, she'll do well if she can get a goal today. She looked for the pass to Panagaris, and now the strike has gone down. And Pridham, another one who's had a fantastic game today. No goals or assists to her name, but it's been so dangerous and would do well if she could get a goal today, Sarah.
Yeah, and I think Panagaris probably not expecting her to do so well to get the assist in that through ball, because usually she's one to be straight on that. But yeah, Pridham's been doing amazing, especially at such a young age. She's really proving herself in this competition.
And it looks like they're going to make another substitution here at the Comets. And it looks like it's going to be Panagaris to make way. And it looks like the substitution for only her second ever senior WNPL match. It's Chloe Porter, the daughter of Joel. Of course, played one previous senior game for Flinders in 2024. Has played reserves here at Comets so far this season and also at Flinders in the previous couple. And she's come on for her first Comets senior game this season. And her second only career senior game. So we'll see what she can do. She's leading the line for these vital last couple minutes for Comets. If she can get the sealer, I'm sure you could not be much happier as a coach for that.
Oh, of course, and I mean, with your daughter as well, and I'm sure she'd be looking to make a real impact coming off the second game, and especially in such a high pressure match at the moment. She's probably been seeing all the shots that Comets have been taking and hoping that she can be the one to put them away.
Here's Middleton now, taking time with this throw-in. Porter with a good turn. She's beaten Shanaka, still going Porter. And uses her body well again against Shanakis, who's been probably the player of the game so far if Panagaris didn't score an assist, but nothing's come down her side, and she's been very strong in this right fullback position.
Yeah, I mean, even the big shot block before with Hazelwood, I mean, probably came off a little bit worse from it, but it was a crucial block that she needed to make as well.
Middleton looking for Porter again. Tries to chase this down, and it's just going to be a goal kick. A couple minutes left in this clash. This could be a big turning point in their season, the Comets, and for Vista, they start so well and doing so well against some big teams in this league. They might be falling at the final hurdle against the reigning champions, the Comets. Here's Mondiri. If she wants something to say about it, she better do it now. Here's Mondiri. Finds Reed, who settles herself and tries to find Mondiri again. And now Porter, it's by herself here, finds a good pass to Marzilli.
Yes, Chloe. Yes, Chloe.
Another tackle, that's late. This time from Shanakis, and I think she'll pick up a booking here. She's been great all day, and that's probably only the only stain on her game so far. I think we might see a sub, and it looks like she's looking to the bench if it's her, in fact. And Hazelwood stays down here.
And yeah, Shanakis has really put her body on the line today, so not surprised that she'd be looking to the bench for a bit of a break.
Looks like it's going to be Nishitani, actually, who makes her way to the bench. And Abby Touchette will be making her way onto the park for the final couple of minutes of this game. And it looks like they're pushing Ella Smith all the way forward. And Touchette will find that left centre-back or left full-back role at the moment. And they'll allow their captain to venture forward. Ball forward there by Middleton. A lot to deal with there, and now Shanakis can't find a Vista shirt. Hazelwood strips Shanakis of the ball, puts a delivery in, and Leshinsky's there to clear. Horn.
Just a bit of a tough touch there by Lily Horn. Gives the corner for Comets.
They'll take their time with this. Looking for a player. Hazelwood does well with her body. Still going, Hazelwood. Has a shot as well. Far post. It's going to find its way to Pridham. I think it's going to run away from her, though. She keeps it alive. Looks for the pass. Goes one, but she's got two players to deal with, though. Should do well to get out of this situation. Still using her body well, and unfortunately can't win a corner on that occasion. It looks like State League 1 has kicked off as well. Adelaide Cobras and Eastern United only just started not long ago, and it's already 1-1 there. Adelaide Croatia Raiders are 1-0 up in their game too. Mondiri, Willoughby. Hazelwood and Horn battling out here. Horn can't find a pass, but goes in strong there and finds Ferreira now. Willoughby does well into one challenge, and now the pass. Porter finds the pass to Willoughby. Her touch evades her. Gale now is looking for a pass forward, and there it is. And good defending there by Weston on the dangerous Mondiri. Pridham. Touchette gets her first touches. Looks like that game's in the 90th minute as well between West Torrens, Berkala Women and Flinders United. It's 4-2 to the away side in Berkala. Well, here we're in added time now.
I can imagine we'll see a couple of minutes just with the head knock to Hazelwood earlier.
Horn looking for a option forward, drives inside, does well, finds Dearden, she finds Mondiri, she's by herself, she's looking for a cross now, it's cut back and Saroulis is there with a vital interception. And Hazelwood as well with the head. It could be a counter for counter here. Porter doing well against Leshinsky. Does well not to give away the foul. She's still coming, Porter. Hazelwood taken late out there by Shinakis. Horn tries to find Mondiri, but that touch and that pass is poor.
Hazelwood taking a few heavy tackles there. I think her body's been feeling it by now, with a head knock and plenty of clashes.
Porter, is she fouled? She does win a foul, and that was Marzilli, sorry, on the near side. And they'll take every minute out of this one now, the Comets. And Middleton will be on the end of this. Porter telling his players to get that in the corner. And Porter will do well to keep that there. Marzilli now. Leshinsky beats her out to it. Finds the pass. Ferreira. There might be a last chance here for Vista. Leshinsky. That's a nice pass to Reed. That's a good win there by Hazelwood. And that's the final whistle as well. The Comets get their second win at home this season, and it was late, thanks to Emily Hazelwood at the last minute. A great win for them at home, and it's 2 out of 2 now. And they surge up the table, while for Vista's first loss of the season, and their first loss for a number of weeks as well. They're still yet to find their first season win and first ever win in the WNPL, but it's the home side, the reigning champions, who get the win at home. Sarah, what did you think of the game?
Yeah, I think like we were saying earlier, I think Modbury really put up a fight, but it's kind of getting down to those last few minutes of the game that's kind of stressing them. Maybe a bit of tired legs, still getting used to it. But Comets, yeah, really came out in the second half with plenty of opportunities, and I think we were probably expecting a few more goals, the way that both teams came out, but overall a great game for both teams.
Well, they were champions for a reason, the Comets. They might have started slow, but they're now getting their groove back, especially in front of their home fans. There was some nice applause there after that late goal, and especially after the final whistle too. Looks like they're taking a selfie out on the field there as well. They're happy with that result. And it's going to be a squad that's got to stay together and try and fight their way back up the table, but there were good signs tonight. Of course, there was some great signs as well from Modbury Vista. A lot of their new players this season. First time seeing some of them myself, and Shinakis has got to be one to look out for this season. She was spectacular at right fullback.
Yeah, I think Abby Lucas also had a great game in keeper, pulling off a few crucial saves there. But yeah, I agree with you 100% on Shinakis, and obviously Mondiri up front with a big performance. I mean, looking at Comets, you know, these girls have been playing with each other for a long time, and like you said before, they're the champions for a reason with, some big performances. Another big one from Chrissy, doing what she does best. Kat Sabas with some great touches down the line, and Pridham, I mean, such a young player, but really proved herself this game as well.
Great to see as well. The bond is still strong between these Vista players. You can see Diaz here with his team here having a huddle and letting them know that they stayed strong. This is a championship team here we're playing, and we kept them to one late goal to win the game. It was very, very close in this one, and for a promoted team, you don't often see them take the champions this far and go this far in the season without losing a game until tonight. So good performance from them, and we'll see more of them throughout this season. But that's it from us here in this first of the double headers here at the Comets and Ellis Park. We'll join you back with the men's later on. Thank you.